Hey, what's up, TruExperience Nation? If you're new around here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Richard McCaney. My wife is Amanda. We're about wealth, health, and experiences. And our goal is here to help you learn how to experience your best life. If that's something you down with, that's something you vibing with, you can get funky with, then do yourself a favor and go ahead and drop a like on this page. You can hit the little bell icon to get notified when I go live every day. And also, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to talk about behavior change. And let's ask the question: have you ever wanted to change who you were? Have you ever felt like you just wanted to change your identity, but felt trapped that you couldn't, whether it be because of circumstances or because of your DNA? Now, we're not talking about short or tall, race. We're not talking about those like, bro, that's DNA. You locked in. Let's just be happy. I'm talking about maybe some of your core beliefs. We're talking about whether you're an entrepreneur or not. I have to be honest. I used to struggle with this big time because I follow Gary Vee. I listen to his podcast pretty regularly. And one of the things that he's always saying was, I was just born. It's in my DNA. It's in my blood. I'm an entrepreneur. That's my oxygen. That's my lifeblood. That's what I'm about. And, that's just what I was born to be good at. And implying that if you're not in your DNA, you're not born to do that, you can't become it. And I'm here to give you guys some hope. Okay? You can change your identity. You can change who you are as a person. You have to be able to believe that. It only makes sense. If you're an unhealthy person, you love sweets, you crave sweets, you love laying around, you're not a morning person, but you want to change and you wish you were something else, we're going to tell you how to do that. We're going to give you 2 simple steps on how to change your identity. I'm going to give you the 2 steps right off the bat, so you ain't got to stay if you don't want to, but we're going to go in super deep after this because you're doing some things wrong. The first is, the first step is decide the type of person you want to become. Step 2 is prove it to yourself with small wins. Now that doesn't sound very exciting, nothing earth-shattering, but here's the thing. You are going about it in the wrong way. You don't fully understand it. For everybody who wants to stick around and get that knowledge from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, this ain't me. I've turned it from this. I've applied this. I'm living this. I've achieved this. And so I fully believe in it and back it, and we're going to jump into it right now. So let's talk about how habits can change your behavior, or change your identity rather, and vice versa. How your identity can change your habits. Let's just talk about how hard habits are. The reason why it's so challenging is for 2 reasons. 1, people tend to change the wrong thing. And 2, people are trying to change their habits in the wrong way. So they're changing the wrong thing and they're changing it in the wrong way. We're going to talk about the latter in upcoming videos, okay? But today we're going to focus solely on the wrong thing. So let's understand exactly behavior change. There's 3 layers of behavior change. Picture a target, like a dartboard or an archery board would be more accurate. Okay, so you have these 3 layers of behavior change. The outer layer is outcomes. The center layer is processes. And then the center, right, dead middle, the bullseye, is identity. Okay, outcomes concentrate and are focused on results. All right, they concentrate on changing your results. Processes is concentrated on changing your behavior, changing your habits, changing your systems. All right, we talked at great length about the power of systems yesterday. Was awesome. You can check that video out. We did that yesterday. And then the third is your identity, which is changing your beliefs. All right, so this is based off of that. We want you to understand. And most people, where they struggle at, here's the wrong thing they're changing. They're trying to change their outcome. They're trying to change that outer ring of outcome instead of starting. They're starting on the outside and they're going in, when they should be starting on the inside and going out. That's the ultimate trick right there. Here's a scenario. You want to quit smoking. You got 2 people Man gonna get cancer, can't smoke no more, dude. We ain't gonna have no more cigarettes. We ain't getting no more cigarettes. We're not smoking. Two guys, they're standing outside of work, standing outside a restaurant, whatever. Walk up to one guy. Hey, bro, we'll get you a cig, stogie. I remember we get you a stogie. I don't know if y'all remember that. Friends used to call it that. I don't even know if it's a real thing. And the guy says, no, thank you. I'm trying to quit smoking. I applaud you, good sir. That's a good answer, right? We would agree, like, good job. Way to have some willpower right there. Here's the problem. He's hoping that his behavior will change, even though he's carrying around his old beliefs. He's focused on the outcome. That first guy's focused on the outcome of not smoking, but he still believes himself to be a smoker. You know why? Because he says he's trying to quit. He still believes in his head he's a smoker, but he's hoping for a better outcome, even though he's carrying around his old beliefs. That's where a lot of us mess up, and you can apply this to anything. Let's take the second guy. What's he say? Hey, bro, get you a cig? Get you one of these cigarettes, man? I got a lighter and everything. Guy says, no, thank you. I'm not a smoker. Very subtle difference, but it means everything. Because now the guy who says I'm not a smoker, he has now identified himself as somebody who does not smoke. I believe I'm not a smoker anymore. I'm not a smoker. Therefore, that habit will stick and he'll be able to, that habit will stick and he'll be able to achieve that. See, what a lot of us need to realize and understand that your old identity will sabotage your new plans for change. Your old behavior will sabotage your new behavior, your new plans for change. Example, I'll give you one more example. Not everybody's a smoker. You won't get skinny. You're fat. You're unhealthy. You got you're going to get the diabetes. You're going to get the sugars. Got to make a change. I want to be skinny. Outcome. If I follow this diet, I will get skinny. Process. But since the old identity is going to sabotage you, here's what really goes on. You identify somebody who likes sweets. You identify somebody who does not like going to the gym. You identify somebody who's like, I don't really like to exercise and sweat. I'm allergic to it. And so those will go into creep back in. You're going to sabotage because there's a conflict right there. Okay, so when that happens, guess what? Your change will be temporary. You eating that healthy food, you trying to be an entrepreneur and make videos or make sales calls every single day, you resist that because you don't identify somebody who likes to do that. And so whatever change you make is only temporary until it becomes a part of your identity. See, before that happens, you have something called identity conflict. Okay? The behavior and the outcome that you want is in direct conflict with what you believe about yourself. You are going to resist it. It won't last. As a matter of fact, a habit can make logical, good sense. But if you don't believe that's who you are, you will never follow through. Y'all hear me? That's why you're not getting the results that you're looking for. That's why your habits aren't sticking. You're not going to follow through because there is a conflict with what you believe about yourself. It has to become a part of your identity. Do you understand? The more you repeat a behavior, you're reinforcing the person you want to become. This stuff's about to get fun. This is the fun part. This is the exciting part for me right here. Let me say that one more time. The behaviors you take, every time you take it, it's reinforcing the person you want to become. This is working for you in good. This is going to work for you bad. Either way. If you identify somebody like, yo, man, we're from the South. We rocking some sweet tea up in here. You ain't Southern if you don't drink sweet tea. Now you're going to get, now what? Now what? You got to cut back on sweets and sugar. You're going to get the diabetes. You're going to get the sugars. And you're going to make a change like, I'm not going to drink sweet tea. I'm trying to quit sweet tea. I mean, you're going to be at conflict. There's some deep-rooted stuff going on right there. It's like, I got to quit drinking sweet. You even hate saying it out loud. I don't drink sweet tea. I'm not going to drink sweet tea. That change is going to be temporary, man. Okay, you're reinforcing. The author of this book wasn't a writer when he was in high school. He didn't identify as a writer. He said, you ask him, a teacher and everything, I was mediocre at best. He said, I started writing every single day. Several times a week, every week, and became a writer. Here's what's important, and this is what should be powerful for you. He did not start as a writer. He became a writer. A nice, slow, gradual process, not an overnight snap your fingers process. You might not start as an entrepreneur, but you can become an entrepreneur. You may not start as a healthy, active person, but here's the good news, people. You can become a healthy person. Just this one mind shift and understanding the things that you need to be focused on, you can make happen for yourself. Here's one of my favorite parts in the whole process. Every single time you do a behavior, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. Casting a vote. I want to be a healthy person. Every time I do the behavior, casting a vote. Here's the awesome part about this. It doesn't have to be unanimous across the board to win the election. The other side is going to get votes. The goal is for the person you want to become to get more votes. This should free you up to get rid of this perfection idea that most people struggle with and this beating yourself up like crazy. So here, let's just stick with, you're trying to lose a weight. You want to become a healthy person? Oh man, I'm doing it, man. I'm putting down the sweets. I'm eating healthy. Cast a vote. Be healthy. Cast a vote. What would a healthy person do? Cast a vote. I messed up one day, went to that church potluck, acted a fool. I acted a fool. I casted a vote for that person, but again, the goal is to cast more for the other. So just because you messed up, what a lot of folks get wrong is that they just waller in self-pity. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm Southern boy. I'm take what you want, but eat what you take. I got to clean my plate. If I don't clean it, it's waste. And I'm being ungrateful if I don't finish my plate. That's a real thing. That's how I was brought up. It caused me to be 250 something pounds because every time I got food, my eyes was bigger than my stomach, but I forced myself to eat anyway because that was who I believed I was supposed to be. So even though you messed up, don't wallow in self-pity. Understand, I'm better than that. I'm casting a vote the next day. Here's another thing. Don't go to the extreme either. Don't try to justify your shortcomings. Bro, own it, accept it. It happened. Be better the next day. That's how you bounce back. When you change and you start thinking about these votes that you're casting, dang, man, I needed to work out today. I didn't work out. Don't beat yourself up, but then say, hey, you know what? I don't have to work out today. It's raining outside. I don't feel good. I'm a grown man. It ain't going to kill me. If I want to lay around on the couch, I'll lay around on the couch. Don't justify it. Just say, I screwed up today. It happened. It won't happen again. I got to put some more votes in. I hope y'all fully understand that. This is a powerful thing, okay? So here, again, now, let's look at the 2 steps. Step number 1, decide the type of person you want to become. Step number 2, prove it. Back it up. Put your money where your mouth is. You say you want to do something, prove it to yourself with small wins, small behaviors, small actions, and cast those votes to get to that identity. But you have to first decide that that's what you want. Now, a lot of people might struggle and not know exactly who they want to become. Here's a trick for you. We all know the outcomes that we want. So you can start with there as a starting point to understand that. But here's the trick. Here's the question. What's the type of person that has those results? Who's the type of person that gets that outcome? I like creating content. I want to get into attraction marketing. I enjoy marketing. And I look at other people who gets a lot of people coming in and they're influential. And I'm like, instead of me focusing on that and trying to do little life hacks, it's not about life hacks. Habits aren't life hacks your way to success. It's not what it's about. It's about changing what you believe about yourself. And so I ask myself, the people who have that, what do they do? What type of person are they to get the outcome that they got? Not what did they do, but who are they? Because when you start thinking about that, then you can start adopting those traits. Well, there's somebody who shows up every day. There's somebody who shows up whether they want to or not. There's somebody who does a live video every single day, no matter what. And so that's how you really love the process and divorce the results when you hear that. When we say it's not about the goal, forget the goal, it's about who you become on the way to the goal, that's what that means. That's what I'm passionate about. That's why I can, without result, don't care if anybody likes this, don't care if anybody shares this. Don't bother me. It doesn't affect me. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. That's not the goal. The goal is for me to become the type of person who puts out content every day, who does push-ups every day. Y'all feel me? So with that, let me leave you with this. The focus, let me say it one more time for those in the back. The focus should be, who is the type of person I want to become, not how to get the outcome. Okay? It's not about getting a particular outcome. It's about who you want to become. That's the focus. And when you focus on that, things shift. You want to become an entrepreneur? Do entrepreneurial-like things. If it's sales calls, make sales calls every day. Go out and do new business. See, once you flip it and it's like, I want to be the person who gets good at getting business, I'm going to do that. You start to love that because it's you. There's pride. There's a belief in it. When you're proud, when your identity, when those actions become to build up who you are as an identity, you become proud, it's locked in. See, I'm becoming somebody who's proud of the fact that I like producing content. I do videos every day. I will fight harder to make sure that happens. You know how many times I've been down here late at night, we've had a full day, and I'm like, oh, I didn't go live. We're sitting on the couch, me and my wife about to watch TV, kids are down for bed. I run down here and do a live video because that's who I am as a person. So anyway, I hope you got value out of that. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to hit the little bell on the notifications so you can go live. If you're curious about my wife and I and what it is we actually do, how we was able to lose weight, how we're able to work from home, go and check our story out if you're on Facebook and if you're on YouTube. It will be in the description. If it's not there yet, come back and check. It'll be in the description, a little bit about us and our story. Guys, thank you so much. If you enjoy learning how to experience your best life, make sure you come back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, I'm out.